All right, thanks everybody for coming back to the channel. Today's project that we're going to try and do here is clear out the wood lot. This is a wood lot that we've been using for the 2 years we've been here on this property. Here's some stacks of oak on the other side of our upper road here in the splitter. What we're going to try and do today is what you're seeing here is to try and clear out all of this stuff that's piled up and get to where I can actually level this area and then come back in and organize and actually stack wood instead of just throwing it in a pile. You can see here this is all the flitches and cut wood and split wood and just this huge nasty pile that we've just been trying to throw wood up there and cover with huge tarps. This is my son Ras. He helped me all afternoon with this, which was a huge blessing because it's so hard to do stuff on your own. It's so much easier with a couple people. But anyways, different stacks here. This is the oak. That's the other thing. I'm trying to keep the oak and the softwood separate rather than throwing them all into one pile. But you see here, Ras, while I was trying to get some stuff, he kind of decided he was going to stack a whole bunch up for me, trying to help. And what I was hoping to do is use the excavator, but he got a bunch of stuff stacked. And so when we get into the time lapse, you'll see that it's on the ground, but I tried to cut it up into lengths based on it sitting there on the ground. And here's that stack. So I'm trying to cut it, but I can't cut all the way to the ground because it's just sitting on dirt and I'd ruin my saw. So what I did is I went and grabbed the excavator, had to change the bucket out. So you see us popping away there. We're going back down to the house where the 16-inch bucket was and loaded it in the back of the Rhino. Brought it back up here. We should be pulling in any second. Pit stop. Yep. So I'm not going to slow everything down and do it. I'll just try to explain it. We also took my wife's Rhino back down. So here I'm using the smaller bucket trying to cut stuff up, and then we decided to use Ras's thing, but stack it on wood so that I can cut all the way through the pile. So we stacked up a whole bunch and kind of wetted that with the saw. So as I was cutting it in 16-inch lengths, Ras was throwing it off there to the right. So this is basically the pile on the left I'm trying to clear out, because that whole area that you see where the excavator and that pile is where I want level so that I can actually bring some stacks back in. You see that stack across the road there? It's getting real big, and this is the end of the day where I just said, okay, let's just get all this out of here so I can somewhat level it. And here's kind of what we ended up with. Huge stack of big rounds on the other side to split. Pretty much most of the stuff moved to the right, and so now we reversed it. We're looking uphill. I still got stacks of split wood there that I'm going to clear out, but hopefully it's enough to where I can actually level this area now and start bringing in some stacking areas and have this organized a bit. So it was quite a bit of work. It was super helpful having Ras, and thanks for watching. I'll leave you guys with a nice little sunset.